Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to Wife and Husband Part 3 Q&A.
And daughter.
And okay, but and daughter.
Oh, I just put the receiver on again.
Alright, take 2. What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. This one is kind of like an awaited one because I asked on Instagram for everyone to ask me questions, to do a Q&A with me and my wife. A lot has changed, you know. We moved out to another apartment, got my little girl, so yeah, so I just asked you guys on Instagram to ask whatever questions you have, whether it's fitness related, life related, relationship related, the whole shebang. All right, so yeah, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and let's get straight into these questions. What's my daughter doing? So my wife's stressing out right now. She's just worried. Basically, my wife always sits at the back, guys, yeah, with my daughter, but today, because of this video, because of you guys, I've got my daughter chilling there by herself in the back, and she's cool. So I put my front camera on my phone, and I'm looking at my phone, and she's just chilling. It's all good. Right, so like mix and match it. There's lots of questions, so let's see. Okay. Right, first question.
Yeah, someone's saying show us your feet.
Oh, for flip's sake. There's always weirdos.
So someone's saying, what is your dream car?
My dream car is what I'm driving right now. Nah, I'm joking. Alhamdulillah, I'm really grateful for this car. It's a beast, and I've got some news to tell you about it as well very soon. Dream car is probably out of a Aventador SVJ, Chiron, which is, these are a bit unrealistic, but you never know, innit? And a realistic one sort of is the brand new 992 Turbo S. Beautiful. So those 3. Boom. What's your favorite car?
I'm not a car person.
Yeah, babe, come on.
So if I could choose, I'd probably get the autobiography that we had.
Oh, that Range Rover. She's so gassed on that Range Rover. I don't know if you guys remember, I had this gunmetal grey Range Rover Vogue autobiography, and it was beautiful. She just gassed on it.
Everyone's gonna say it's so cliche, Range Rover and woman. But usually, my dream car was always the Mercedes GLE.
It has to be the 63 though. Yeah, I was gonna get that, you know, instead of this, but I'm glad I didn't. But
yeah, ever since we were in that autobiography, I just love the convenience. It's so big on the inside.
Yeah. Especially
when you have a family. I love the boot, everything. Anyway, next question. What are your goals for 2022?
2022 goals is to try and secure another stream of income, God willing. I'm not sure what it will be yet. I have an idea. I'm thinking maybe fast food. We'll see. Obviously get close to Allah. You know, they say you shouldn't say your goals until it's happened, but whatever, man, like, just work hard in it. But I also have the intention to hopefully, God willing, take me, my wife, and my parents to the obligatory pilgrimage, Hajj. We call it Hajj. Hajj. Okay, well, Hajj. They don't know it like that, innit? So I don't have, all my followers are not, all of them are not all Muslim, innit? There's non-Muslims as well. So to go to Mecca. Let's say you're trying to build a mosque in Mecca.
Okay, someone.
But yeah, so wait, so what else? So so those 2 things. What else? I think that's it really. I don't really have anything.
Just be healthy, live a healthy, happy life.
More kids?
In 2022.
Yeah, straight.
Are you mad? Someone's asked a long question. Okay. Seems like people are so far from deen nowadays. It's so scary. Can't see myself being compatible with anyone in terms of marriage. Don't have many friends anyway, but it just seems so far-fetched for me getting to know someone. Marriage with how people are now, etc. Your thoughts? Hardly ever go out, but was at a restaurant the other night, and the free mixing, what the man and woman were wearing was so mad. It was very overwhelming. Okay, so he's just saying like the way society is moving, for a Muslim man to find someone compatible for himself, is looking very difficult. You know what it is? That's how sort of the West makes you feel, but the truth is there is definitely good women and men out there. So you shouldn't. You're just probably looking at. Okay, first of all, you got to check where you're going. Okay, so maybe that environment, the restaurant you went to, could have been one where it's kind of known for, like, I'm not going to name them, but there's a few restaurants that I've been to. You go there, and it's not really appropriate in regards to how, for example, the women are dressed. It looks like it's almost like they're dressed like they're going to a club, but they're at a restaurant. Basically,
it depends
if you're looking for someone religious and like pious and someone on deen, then you wouldn't go to like a restaurant like that anyway to look for a spouse. Like
No, but he's not saying.
The people that he, but the thing is, if he's interested in someone that is proper, like
my phone dropped in it. But I think she's asleep. It's fine.
Oh, it's gonna stress me out.
Bad parenting 101.
Actually, you have to get that mirror. I told him I need to get this mirror that you can put on the head of the seat.
She always falls asleep.
And he was like, no, we don't need it. Anyway, my point is, there are good Muslim women out there and good Muslim men out there, but they're probably not.
It's too late to wake her
Are you
up.
basically trying to tell me to shut up?
No, I was just trying to wake up my daughter. I'm joking.
Why would you want to wake her up?
I'm joking, God.
Because so many people think that. They think just because that person that are like, just because the people are not in plain sight and right like in front of you, there's no one for you to get married to. No, that's not the case. You're just not looking at
There's
the right
someone for everyone.
places. Yeah. That.
In a nutshell, okay, just put your trust in Allah. If you've approached someone, it's perfectly fine for you to ask them questions, whatever you want in regards to deen, what they're about, what they do, their family, and just put your trust in Allah and go ahead with it. If it works out, it'll work out. Like, don't let society put this fear in you that you're not going to find someone.
What's your favorite tricep exercise?
Dips. I love them. Dips and close grip bench, but I'd put dips ahead of it. Just keep your elbows tucked in. Most important thing is mind to muscle connection, because obviously it's a compound movement. Dips, you also work in your chest and your anterior shoulders, front of your shoulders, but it's really just live in the tricep. Don't think about any other muscle except your triceps, and do body weight dips, then add progressive overload the muscle by adding more weight every set, and go for volume as well, like 12 to 16 reps.
Have you ever driven an E63S?
Nah, I haven't, you know, E63S, but I went into the showroom in Mercedes and I was going to get one, but then I went on the internet, on CarWow and all these other websites, and the M-Fizzy is faster. Look, you know, listen to this. Listen to this. I don't want to wake my daughter up, but beast. And I'm not even letting it pop proper, but yeah.
Do you feel like having a degree helped you get married?
No. Because when I started speaking to my missus, I'd already stopped engineering. I don't even think, did I even tell your dad that I have a master's in aerospace? I think I did. I don't know if I told her dad that I have a master's in aerospace engineering, but basically, actually, you know what? It did sort of, because I remember I explained to him how I used to work in the city, this and that, and I said I didn't like having a boss and working for someone.
My dad doesn't care about it.
And her father, from day one, I do rate it, he was like, he wants his kids, or anyone he's associated with, to work for themselves, never work for someone. So he was happy when I told him I left that job and I worked for myself, sort of thing. So it worked, yes, but yeah, but I think nowadays it will help, to be honest. But if you can just show to the family of the girl, or actually for the girl obviously, yeah, that you're making money, that's what you need to do.
It's not really about making money, it's more so, I think any father wants to know that their daughter is in good hands.
Yes.
She's taken care of.
You're gonna think, what does this mean? You're gonna beat up your wife or something? Taking care of.
Exactly, and basically for her to live a happy life and not.
Oh, can I race that car? Can I race that car?
No, you can't.
I'm joking.
The car.
One time, I floored it a little bit. There's an R8. I floored it a little bit. My missus went on a mad one. To be honest, she's right. I didn't floor it that much though. Go on, next question.
Guys, do you think it's nice for him to drive fast while me and
Obviously not.
His 3-month-old baby are in the car?
There's driving recklessly and there's controlled speeding. I do controlled speeding.
No. Anyway, why do you look so angry when you're posing at the gym?
Because in the lines then. What? Why do I look so angry when I'm posing in the gym?
Yeah.
Because I'm training hard? I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to look cool.
Some people,
let me be, fam.
You know, that's one thing I realized, yeah? You need to be super angry to like lift heavy and like go crazy.
Oh, there's that.
The gym.
Oh, if they,
no,
but they're saying when you're posing.
Yeah, but even then, like anything to do with gym, like when you're on beast mode, basically, you get super angry kind of thing.
You have to.
And then, but me, for example, I'm more the person, when I train super hard, I need to be proper like calm and like proper peaceful, chilled. Sometimes even like the music would like distract you too much. So there's two kinds of people, mate.
That's true. Right, next question.
Someone's saying 2 questions. First, tips on finding a good wife. Second, tips on increasing deadlift and bench.
Okay, so first one with wife. It's so like
Good
you
men,
guys,
good women are for good men.
You guys know the story. If you go to part 2 of this, was it part 2 that I spoke about how we met?
I think not.
Like, even me, bro. Like, I went through a lot to find my missus. Like, she ain't all that anyway. No, I'm joking. But I went through a lot to find my missus. So there's no. Oh, I'm safe. My phone's stupid alarm thing is going off. I was about to pull over in a hard shoulder. So sorry. Yeah. So I went through a lot to find my missus. First of all, make sure you're ready. Okay. Make sure you're in a position, both financially, mentally, spiritually, that you're in the right frame of mind to, you know, look after and be responsible for another whole human being. Like when you marry a woman, you're taking the responsibility from her father to yourself now. Okay. So it's very important that you first check yourself that you're ready, and then just keep it simple, bro. I would put the most priority on the girl's character and deen, like how pious she is, like how close she is with Allah, and then everything else after that is obviously you're attracted to them. And don't get it wrong, man. Them, like, it's perfectly fine for you to be picky and fully just like don't settle for anything less than what you think you want. Do you understand what I'm saying? Whatever your preferences are, make sure like it's there, but don't put that as a priority. Put that as secondary, okay? And yeah, and then once you found that person, don't be shy to drop them a message. Respectfully, drop them a message on the DMs if it's through Instagram, or even if it's in person. Just be careful a little bit, of course. Just be respectful. Say, can I get your father's number? That's how literally I dropped it with my missus. I said, look, I'm not here to waste your time. Can I get? I'm speaking to you in regards to marriage. Can I get your father's number? Boom. Bit of a whirlwind after that, but it worked in the end. And how to increase your bench and what? Deadlift.
Yeah.
You need a program, bro. So basically, don't train to failure every session. Every session, don't lift your 1 rep max. Train for about 3 weeks. Train to about 90% of your top maximum lift, and then on the 4th week, then go for it. And there's an X4M behind me. I would floor it right now.
Can you stop?
A little bit.
Someone say.
Just give him a little bit of entertainment.
I
Wait,
hate
I'm trying to think which is the quickest way. Is it that way? Next question.
Is a calorie deficit really the way to lose weight? Watch Dr. Jason Fung.
From my understanding, bro, I've been in this game for 15 years. I've got to competition stage ready multiple times, and it's always been through calorie deficit. And the only variables you play with are cardio, and then you drop your carbs over time slowly to continue to lose weight. But you want to start your calorie intake as high as possible so that you don't plateau. But honestly, it's all about how much calories you consume versus how much calories you burn. That difference is the deficit that's created, and that's what makes you lose fat. Simple as that.
Big inspo to me, bro. He's saying he's seen that you want to sell the M5. Are you going to sell it anytime soon?
Oh, so funny story about that. I did not sell my car, but I'll make a video about what's happened. So, but yeah, basically, I was going to sell it. It's actually up for sale, but I'll talk about it in another video. Next.
At which point in your life until now have you been tested the hardest? Teen life, young adult, etc.
I'll be honest, yeah. I don't know whether I should be grateful for it or not grateful, and I'll explain why, right? But me, throughout my whole life, alhamdulillah, I would say I haven't been tested yet at all. My only test I've ever been is just some minor stresses of, honestly, the most stressful period of my life is probably when I was during exam time in uni. For some reason, exams used to always get to me. That used to stress me out a lot, and it was always just minor stresses like this. What's exam stress? It's not that deep. There was that, and then when I actually was in engineering for the first year, I remember I was quite stressed when I was working in that environment until I got used to everything. Like, I'd go from 9 AM, come back 9 PM. I was there all day literally, and to the point where sometimes I'd miss Salah. However, so having said that, yeah, there's a saying, there's a narration, I can't remember who it's from or if it's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but basically in the hereafter, when the ummah, when us people see the rewards of the people that were patient when tested, we would wish that we were tested more in the dunya. So don't pray for an easy life. You should pray to Allah to give you the strength to endure a difficult one. That is bars. Are you mad?
I would also say, no, you're right. But I would also say, in a nutshell, it's more like the transition from teenager to an adult. That's probably the most stressful period of time for someone in our age. Obviously, when you get married and have children and all of that, your tests and hardships will probably look very, very different, probably through your children.
And then another thing, just to add to that, bro or sister, don't know who it is. Remember, God will never test you with more than what you can't handle. So don't worry, whatever test befalls upon you, you are strong enough to hold it down and get through it.
With more than you can handle.
No matter.
He's not going to test you with more than you can handle.
More than you can handle. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Can't.
Whatever. You know, they know what I mean.
Parents keep saying no because of my mixed background. Best way around. There's so many people nowadays still struggling with getting married. Honestly, because of any reason, like
cultural,
people cultural differences. It's so sad.
Is it a guy or a girl?
A guy.
A guy saying because of his mixed background, the family of the girl's not letting him get married to her.
Yeah, they can say no.
You know what it is, bro? My father-in-law did not want me. No, look, I'm not saying it was because of cultural reasons, but he fully. I'll tell you what he said. He might even watch this video. Yeah, he said to me, I might have to cut it out, but I'm just gonna say it anyway. He said to me one time in a WhatsApp message that you can kill me, then you can marry my daughter. Do you remember that? He literally the voice note
over my dead body.
Yeah, like literally. But I was persistent because when you're persistent and your intention is pure, like you really want this to become halal, like I don't see how Allah will not carry on testing you with this. So just be persistent, just make it clear to the family, like look, you're not here to mess around.
Look,
you will hold the family down.
As a girl, again, the father only ever wants the best for his daughter. Like that's his little princess.
100%.
Do you have younger siblings? If you have younger siblings, do you, like, as they grow older, for example, my younger brother is 18, 19, 20, I can't even remember, 20 years old, and I still see him like that little 10-year-old little boy. It's crazy, but in your eyes they will never fully like grow up kind of thing. And for parents it's even crazier. Like just think about it. Imagine you had a little daughter and then a stranger to you basically comes up to you and says, I want to marry your daughter. I basically want to take your daughter from your house and we have our own separate life kind of thing. So if you put yourself in that situation, in his position, you'll be a bit more understanding. And then all it is, inshallah, is just to prove to the father that you are man enough to take care of his little princess, isn't it? That's my father, for example. He basically tested Ajmal next level. He just wanted to see if Ajmal's just like messing around, or if he really wanted, like, really wants to get married to me, like over anything.
No, but let me just add to it, yeah. On the real, I rate her dad though. Do you know why? Because I was, that Ferrari SF90, sorry. I said to him the other day, so I was like to him, when my daughter was born, he was like to me, look, now you understand what it's like to be like a father, this and that. And he's basically just explained to me how, like, now you know how much love you have for your daughter and why you'd be so difficult with someone asking for their hand. And then I bantered with him and I was like, Amu, so uncle, I was like to him, believe me, when someone comes for my daughter's hand, I'm gonna be more difficult than you. And then he started laughing. He goes, now you know. Yeah, because
imagine my poor dad, some random guy from another country.
That's what the main thing is, because I was in another country. I think if I was in the same country or you all lived in the UK, it wouldn't have been that long about it, which I kind of get, I guess.
What to do if shoulder clicking or making sound every time you lift?
As long as there's no pain, clicks, don't worry about clicks. Look, I don't know if you can hear it, but my shoulder always clicks, so don't worry at all about clicks, bro.
Yeah, my ankle always clicks as well, so annoying, but it doesn't really do anything. Any advice for partners struggling to conceive?
You can answer that. I wouldn't know.
Honestly, stress is such a big factor, especially for for everyone obviously, but especially for a woman that's trying to conceive. So try not to stress about it too much. It's all qadr at the end of the day. Like, if it's meant to happen, it will happen. I have a sister, she's tried to conceive for 5 years, and alhamdulillah, now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed her. She's actually due to give birth any time now.
So the Fizzy's going Germany, fam.
Yes, I can't wait
some mad videos.
Visit her.
See, what I'm saying. Look what she's saying and look what I'm saying.
But my point is,
Talk about my car.
you just have to be, sometimes you just have to be patient. Try everything. Obviously she went to doctors and got all the checks done, and don't neglect that, because obviously sometimes there can be a medical condition underlying. But in general, try not to stress. So whenever it's the right time, it will work out, inshallah. You just have to be positive and just, obviously I know it's hard when you're in that situation, but you just have to keep trying and just be positive and try not to let it get to you too much. Again, some people waited 2, 3, 4, 5 years to conceive a child until it happened. So that's honestly my biggest advice that I would give to anyone. Do not stress.
I ain't got no info on that. Right, next question.
What's the hardest and easiest part of marriage?
Well, I don't know what the easiest part is, but I know what the hardest part is. Hardest part is literally time management, I would say. Sometimes, like, you want to do, it's hard to sometimes it's hard to balance time for yourself and time for family. So I would say that's the hardest part for me anyway. My missus thinks I go out too much, but I personally don't think I do. Guys, I'm going to be very brutally honest with you right now, yeah? So I don't do a 9 to 5 anymore, yeah? So I work for myself, around my clients, online coaching, all of that sort of stuff. So I personally, comment below if you guys agree, if or any other guys in the same situation with their missus, yeah? Because I'm not away, if I did a regular 9 to 5, 9 to 6, I'd be out of the house from 7 AM and I'd come home around 8 PM, 9 PM, whatever, yeah? And because I feel like, because I'm home more, because I can work from home and do all this sort of stuff, I feel like it's made her feel like as soon as I'm out, she feels like, oh, I'm away so much. So if there's anyone else in that situation, comment below if you feel like I'm right. Because if I did a regular 9 to 5, I explained to her on Monday to Friday, she'd only see me like 2 hours a day. You know what I mean? Sorry guys, we got, I went to the wrong exit. So you were saying?
I'm saying, yeah, again, it's not about how often he goes out or whatever, yeah? It's more so the fact that how someone balances family time and time outside. So basically, instead of thinking I should be working a 9 to 5, so technically I have so much time that I could be spending outside, I would want my husband to think I'm so blessed to be able to spend so much time at work, at home, rather than working a 9 to 5. So I want to make the most of it and experience nice, amazing things with my family and spend loads of precious time with my family, rather than thinking that. So because I'm not working a 9 to 5, I technically have 8 hours a day that I could be outside, so she shouldn't really be complaining, because technically I should be working a 9 to 5.
That's a fair point though, I think, but let's see what people say. What's the question?
Does having a baby give you time for yourself?
I would say more so for the man, you still kind of have time for yourself, but for the woman it's a lot more difficult, I would say, because my missus used to train consistently, like 4 times, 5 times a week, and now she just signed back up to a gym, but it's a bit, tell him, innit, it's difficult, innit, like obviously she has to pump every 2 hours and all of that kind of stuff.
It all depends, yeah, basically, because I'm doing so much extra stuff.
For women it's tough.
Like pumping and this and that, it really takes a lot of your time during the day, so it gets a bit tough. But it's all about, you know what, it's so different for every mom, because every baby is so different as well. My baby is not napping throughout the day, or rarely, or very short naps. That means I have to spend more time with her.
My little munchkin.
And yeah, it basically doesn't really give me a lot of free time. But when my husband's at home, I always get 10 minutes to myself, because that's all he can do.
Come on, I give him more. I look after her quite a lot when I'm at home as well. Come on. It's just the morning, early hours is the one that I flop with. Oh, let's do a few more questions and then we're here anyway. So
for AJ, how is it being a dad?
I love it. Honestly, it's the best feeling ever. And everyone's telling me, my daughter's only 3 months, everyone's saying wait until she starts developing a character around 5-6 months, where she starts kind of looking for you. That's what one of my boys said to me. Because when your daughter starts looking for you, like, where are you? Because that's when she basically steals your heart. So still waiting for that, but even right now it's just literally the best thing ever, honestly.
What baby names did you have for girls and boys?
Oh, I don't want to give the boy ones away in case someone robs them. I'm joking.
Why do people think like that? You know, I've never been the person to think like that. Someone's gonna rob them.
No, I'm joking.
I know, but people really think like that.
Yeah, I know,
it's
people
just
actually think
names.
like that,
there's definitely someone in the world
So
that
we
has that
had
name.
Celine, we had Alia.
You know, you had Selena. You like
Selena, sorry, Selena, Alia. We had Hazal was one, wasn't it? What else?
I basically have it on my Instagram. It's a whole list.
Yeah.
But I really like the Rayyan.
Rayyan.
Yeah.
One of the gates of Jannah. That's open in Ramadan. Yeah.
And then for boys, I think for boys it's so much easier.
Boy names are easy.
It's all like the names of the prophets, I guess.
Yep.
It's like
Adam,
Muhammad,
Idris.
Adam, Idris, Noah.
Nuh. My boy banded me one time about Nuh. I was like, I want to call my one of my sons Nuh, and then they were like, wait, what if he's far away and you're trying to shout at him to come? You'd be like, Nuh, like, because you won't be able to shout his name. So I was like, I should call him Noah. It's fine. Right, guys, we had a little pit stop there because we had to go to IKEA, but we're back to finish the video. All right.
We're only gonna do a few more because
I don't want this video to be too long, but let's get some interesting ones. Sorry, I wish we could answer all of them, but the video would be like hours long.
Do you guys plan on moving out the country anytime?
Oh, basically, I would love to set up another income stream here that can run by itself, and then definitely we are considering that because I do really want to be somewhere warm. Like, UK is home, but the weather just ruins everything, man. Who agrees? Comment if you agree. Like, the UK, like London is amazing. When we get them 2 weeks of summer in a year, it is vibes. But generally, it's just, you can't, look at it, show the sky. Show them the weather right now. Look at this. See what I'm saying? We need some sun. But yeah.
Has being parents affected your relationship? If so, how have you kept the spark?
That's a bit of an intimate one there, that one, you know. But,
no, it doesn't have to be like that. I think it does affect it a little bit because you start expecting more from the other person.
Yeah.
More help, more support.
Well, just so I put it out there, it's more so the women that, you know, need a bit more time to, you know, be themselves and whatnot. The man them are fine, you know, we're good because we don't have to go through anything, but it's the women that they have to go through quite a lot.
Yeah, so whenever your husband or the partner then doesn't really support you as much, that's when you start to feel the type of way, and then it kind of kills the spark. But
we're good.
I think it depends on the husband to keep the spark up.
The spark is still there.
Because if you make your wife happy, your wife's gonna make your life happy. Does that make sense?
You get back what you put in.
Exactly. You get 10 times.
That's true.
Back what
That's what women do actually. Women, if you do good to them, they'll give you back multiplied by 3. You know.
Multiplied by 100.
Not that much.
How's AJ looking after baby during the nights? My uncle sleeps through. Yeah, that's a very good question because when I wake him up for her morning feed, which is at 10 o'clock, he's like, oh, no.
Okay, she's saying that because that happened today basically, and it wasn't 10, it was 9 a.m.
It was 9:30, 9:45.
It's Sunday, guys, by the way. It's Sunday, it's a chill day. She woke me up, she was like, can you feed her? And I was like, allow it. I went to sleep.
Keep in mind, I do the middle of the night feeds, and furthermore, I have to fully get out my bed.
The only reason I didn't do it in that occasion is because I had slept at like 2-3 a.m. and I was shattered. So generally, come on, be honest, generally I do feed her a lot throughout, maybe not throughout the night, but like sometimes rarely. I do actually. I've done it like,
yeah, but rarely.
Since she's born, so in 3 months, I've done it about 10 times.
No.
Yeah.
5 times tops.
Okay, 5 is still right, I'll take 5, I think 6. Right, next question.
Were there any difficulties along your marriage, pregnancy journey? Alhamdulillah, it was alright, you know. Really? Sometimes I feel like the doctor, because obviously whatever happens in the womb, like no one really knows except for Allah, right? So the doctors can just assume and estimate roughly and whatever, and sometimes like when numbers are a bit odd, they can like scare you.
To be honest, you were just stressing me out, yeah. So basically, when you're like 6 months pregnant or whatever, you should feel her move or something like quite frequently.
Listen, it's not normal.
My daughter wouldn't move for like an extra few minutes, and she'd be like, "Oh my god!"
Extra few minutes.
Whatever it was, and so then what's that place called?
My daughter.
That annoying place.
Triage.
Triage. Oh my days.
My daughter started
triage.
Moving after 30 weeks, and any pregnant woman is going to tell you that this is not normal. Like it's normal, it can happen, but any pregnant woman will tell you that it's concerning. And then from 30 weeks to 34 weeks, she was moving so inconsistently, and I realized I just have a lazy, chill daughter. Did you just spit on yourself?
No, I didn't. I'm good. I'm good.
I realised, at one point I just realised my daughter's all good. She's just a lazy little
I
bugger.
thought like that from the start to the
But
end.
then from 35 weeks, she was moving so much. Allahumma barik, that was crazy.
Right.
But yeah, and then that combined with the doctors, like if you go to from 30 weeks or 28 weeks, you do like a growth scan where they measure like the head circumference, the stomach,
So our
the
little
legs.
fatty is 50th percentile. At one point she was 70th
We don't have to
percentile.
flip and tell them all these details, yeah?
Why?
Anyway, so when they do the growth scan, they measure all of these things, right? Like the head, the stomach, the legs, whatever. And a few times they were basically saying that she wasn't growing according to her age, or like her, what is it called? Her...
Whatever,
Whatever,
compared to
yeah?
every other baby. innit?
Yeah, so she's not growing accordingly to how she's supposed to grow. She's like 2-3 weeks behind, and that's when. Are you alright?
I was waiting for you to say something.
Anyway, so with the growth scans, a few times they were basically saying how she's not growing properly, appropriately. She's like 2 or 3 weeks behind. And that was like the only difficulties really that we had. Everything else, alhamdulillah, was fine, right?
It was nice, man.
Other than when we went for the gender scan and Ajmal being completely disappointed.
I know, I was actually pissed. But I would never
He
trade
fully
up.
made me cry, you guys.
Yeah, I know.
You guys
I was
have
genuinely
to...
pissed, but I was like, when they said, oh, you're having your daughter, I was just like, yay.
He fully sat there and started getting annoyed. And he actually made me
What are you
cry.
horning for, man? Relax yourself.
Who's that?
Just waste, man, a little Range Rover, man. Relax yourself. I hate these people, though. The traffic in front. Patient guy, bro. But yeah, anyway, sorry. Next question.
Important things to discuss before marriage. So much.
These are definitely questions from your Instagram, innit?
Please, yeah. Please make sure you and your spouse have similar mindset.
Yes.
The mindset is everything. You have to be on the same wave, like in terms of certain things.
Everything,
basically.
pretty much.
Yeah. If you have major disagreements on simple topics, then I'm not gonna lie to you, it's gonna be very, 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 very tough.
Why?
So,
if it's simple topics, that's mine.
No. Because these little things are what messes up a marriage. You get petty.
Maybe. Yeah, true. That's a good point.
What cultural difference do you notice between you both?
Literally nothing.
We don't really do culture. I always say this. So.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, even if like Arab and Afghan culture, like, there's no major difference.
Yeah, there are.
Like what? I don't think there is.
I feel like the Afghan culture is a bit different to when it comes to like the whole marriage and how you see like the whole dynamics after, like with well, with my family everything is very discreet still, whereas with Afghans I feel like
Everyone needs to know everything.
yeah, and like
Maybe a little bit.
I don't know, I can't really explain it.
But generally, there has been nothing like no cultural
How can
clash.
you drive that? That's mad.
Oh, is it one of those things?
That's literally just a wheel.
Imagine he dropped.
That's crazy. Be careful.
If he comes to my path.
That's what I heard.
Alright guys, last question because the video is going to get too long otherwise.
How often do you both chill together, as in watch a movie or do date nights?
Oh, that's a good question actually. So obviously before we had the little one, it was quite
We were very
a lot.
spontaneous.
Yeah, it was. We'd go out, like cinema was a big one, like nearly multiple times a week, I would say.
Yeah.
That was a big one. We're trying to figure out how we can sneak her into the cinema somehow, but we're worried that she might cry or because like
They're not gonna let babies into
I know, but it's kind of annoying. If they just sleep, then so what? But anyways, but now since she's been born, like today we're gonna go out for a meal, but it's not really. We don't really like calling it a date night. It's just you just hang out, innit? We just go out. We just
we went to like a few restaurants, and we went to few restaurants in like Vue Lounge, for example, or Central London with the baby already. Like we still do these things with
and she
baby.
had a huge accident in Shake Shack. It was long.
we went to Shake Shack in Central London, and she had the biggest blowout ever. Like her poo went through her,
and then
her
the annoying
vest,
thing,
her onesie, her
thick
cram
well.
suit, through everything.
But the annoying thing was the bloody lock on the toilet wasn't working. So every time people coming in while we're trying to just sort her out.
Literally. And then the
we're making it sound like it's, to be honest, we're making it sound like it's so like stressful, but honestly, in a nutshell, having a baby is such a blessing. The blessings like immensely outweigh the difficulties of just doing what you need to do to raise them.
In conclusion, everything is literally mindset. Like if you make it out to be so hard and so my baby.
Good timing.
If you make it out to be super crazy and complicated, then it will be complicated. If you make it out to be simple and easygoing, it's easygoing.
And on that note, guys, because she's starting to cry, if you can hear her, I need you all to like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow up on Instagram at silverback_AJ, follow the missus, what is it, Nelly.kox or whatever. And yeah, guys, I'll catch you all very soon in an epic video that's coming up next. Take care and bye.